trying a little something different for this gameplay, and that is the DJI Pocket 3 camera instead of the Canon G7X. Let's see how it looks. Got a new pinball pack, 3 games. Welcome to today's video. As of recording of this Wednesday, September 24th, 2025, Lokes, we have a new pinball pack, a mini pinball pack, Williams Volume 6, that hit today from AtGames, and trying something totally different. We've been using the DJI Pocket 3 camera on a couple of intros in here, and I thought, let's try on the actual pinball. I've been using a different camera, see what the differences are. Maybe this will be our go-to. Check out the 3 games. I just did 2. There's 3 games on this pack for $15. Also, I received the pinball pack from AtGames for the purposes of review. All opinions are not just mine, but Loki's too. She's a big retro gamer. You can totally tell by the look on her face. These 3 games on the pinball pack are Dr. Dude and his Excellent Ray, Funhouse, and Space Station. You know I love Williams. These should be fun. There'll be a couple of different games where we'll leave all the effects on the ball trails and then take them off and just kind of go to the classic OG look. Let's check it out. Okay, I think we're gonna go with Dr. Dude and his Excellent Ray for our first game. First shot of Dr. Dude. Looks pretty good, pretty crisp with the camera. And then a little bit of the score box here. All right, here we go. Now we do have the floating scores and the ball trails, and I gotta do that. I learned from Fourth Horseman that when this happens now, this is the time to use the tilt. So when it does come down the middle, that is when I will go for it. So I'll play 1, and then I'll take the effects off. Oh, wasn't ready for that one. I do like this gentleman over here. So I'm sure, you know, the more we go, there won't be any more basic effects when we get to the OG. So it's gonna take me a little bit to get used to doing that with the Williams. And just remember that Williams it's pro stuff. Like you really gotta learn the table, and then you know, there's a trick to it. So this is pretty cool. I wasn't sure, you know, just going through the games list, it started with Funhouse, and then, was it Space Shuttle? Space Station, and then Dr. Dude. So maybe this is the premiere game, maybe this is the headline, but we're playing it first. And we're already at ball 3. Little late on that one. Okay, I took the floating scores and the ball trails off. I do have the effects on the visuals. Okay, that didn't work. I was kind of actually worried that, you know, I stopped this gentleman from being there. So he is still there. This is a challenging game. Just want to throw that out there. It's not going to be as easy as those Zacharias we were just playing. Now with the camera, I was a little worried about the gimbal kind of doing its own thing, but it has locked in here, so it's shown up pretty good. I really like the way that the picture has been looking on the camera we've been using, which is the Canon G7X. But I thought, you know, once I started using this in this room, and you know, for intros, I thought, let's give it a shot and test it out on the ALP. Wow, there's just so much happening over here. Okay, I have taken everything off, so now that the gentleman is gone, it's just this kind of, I don't know, tag or a little poster right here. So this is how the actual Dr. Dude and his Excellent Ray would look if we were standing in front of the real authentic pinball. So maybe I'll have a little bit more success. Maybe not. All right, ball 2. Maybe it's good that we started off with this one. So between, not that I'm not enjoying this. It's just try to do a little better gameplay when we're checking these out. But maybe space station, Funhouse will be the surprises. There's always one game out of a 3-pack, which I do love the 3-game mini packs. It just adds, I mean, I think I had 75 games, 77. I mean, we're getting close to 80 games on the ALP. It's insane, and I'm not even at half of the capacity yet. All right, we're switching it up and going to Funhouse. Here is a look of the back glass. Right, a shot of the table, and he said, "Hey, Bucko, you are up." So yeah, just checking out the table, sir.
You're up, Bucko.
There we go. I think he's saying let's get moving here. All right, I think we've made him wait long enough. Wow. Okay. Well, there is another. You know, I didn't really look. I didn't notice another flipper on the previous game on Dr. Dude, but that we do have that one on the left over here. That was a tough game. I guess I'm glad that I started with this. This gentleman is very impatient. Kind of looks like one of those characters from Spirit Halloween.
Look out!
Kind of the animatronic that right over there. Okay, this is a little honestly just on the skill factor. Little easier, friendlier. I think that's the word. Even though I just completely screwed that up. A little user friendlier than Dr. Dude, which I want to keep saying Dr. Death. Remember, you ever see the movie Overboard? The first, I mean, when I say Overboard, the actual Overboard, Kurt Russell, Goldie Hawn, the kid from Big, when they were reading the comic book Dr. Death. Which I thought was a made-up character. Actually, might have been real. I was heavily into comic books at that time. What was that, 1988? Maybe 89? Maybe it was 87, but you know, 87, 88, 89. One of those years Overboard came. And heavily into comics at the time. Never heard of Dr. Death, so not sure if they had just made him up for the movie.
You're making me very unhappy.
I do have the volume a little higher because I'm wearing my mic, so I apologize if it's just a little bit louder. I might actually turn the volume down after this game. We'll take off the floating scores and the ball trails, and we'll leave this little animatronic dude going. So might be a little louder. It's hard to tell sometimes with wearing the mic receiver, something that I don't wear with the Canon G7X. I guess I gotta do something here. I might have just bumped the camera, I apologize. Oh, I have to, okay, wait on me. I guess I didn't know the ball made it past me. So I'm not sure how much sounds are picked up with the microphone. So I just have it a little bit louder. He stole my ball here and he's falling asleep. Okay, ball 2. Oh, okay. I'm preferring this one to Dr. Dude. There's some Williams games that, as much as I love Williams, that are just so wild, and that was a very wild game. Oh, look at, wow, that was cool. It went right over. This is awesome. It's a Funhouse. It went over the Okay, I've never seen that. We have a hot dog. You can't really see it in the picture, but it went right over this into the hot dog and just kept rolling. Wild. Okay, Funhouse is definitely winning right now. First impressions, what do you think? We're on 4 minutes here on this aim for flashing steps. Okay. Ball 3, is it gonna give me it or is it down? So it came up the left side. So I just pulled the plunger and it came up over here. I was watching the right, there was nothing, so Funhouse is crazy. It's like being in a real Funhouse. Like the shoot again character down there. Was that ball 3? I think it was. Shoot again? He's throwing me off that he's sleeping. Okay, that was fun. Okay, he's awake now. I just took off the floating scores and the ball trails. Also, I turned the volume down just a little bit, and I think that as far as the volume level, I think it was about where it usually is. It just seems a lot louder with this game, and I don't recall an update happening when I powered this on. I actually powered it on twice because I wanted to have a shot, kind of for the intro, and it loaded up pretty quick. It seemed like it was a little bit of a delay a few power-ons ago, but I don't know. It just kind of seemed like the norm when I fired this on, because I know others have had a little bit of an issue, just kind of the slow running when you're powering on the ALP. I didn't really notice that today. And I did it, I did it 2 times. And please let me know what you think of the picture. I might have the camera a little bit different for Funhouse than I did for Dr. Dude.
Hey, buddy, there's an extra ball.
I had it locked, and then when we switched over to Funhouse, I took it off the stand, got a shot of the back glass. So everything in the video is in like recording order. So when I do put it back on the stand, it might not be completely exactly like the same, and that goes the same for the G7X when I use it too. Something that I've been having an issue with the Canon is it's not just a little off of being centered. So when I go and edit and I look to see how, and it's hard to tell on these screens, but for right now it looks like I am right in the middle, and I'm just gonna keep this going. Go to menu, and that was quick. I think I was doing more talking than actually playing. Turn off the X, so everything is off now, and come back and play the final round. So now he's not sleeping, he's not doing anything, he's gone. We just have him up there. When it comes to the Williams, I always prefer going to the classic look. It was cool kind of with that lightning though. Oh, ooh, I was late on that. Last minute, I saw how it was just gonna get right in between me. Boy, I had like really good beginner's luck in that first game. Feels like I'm hitting some kind of a. Oh, and the little. I can't think of it. It's gone. Whatever that was, it's gone. So the bridge is I guess it was one of those like Indiana Jones type bridge. That is gone. I kind of like that. So that was with the visual. So I might go back and set it by leaving the visuals on, because I think it just having that bridge is pretty cool. think it really added to the game. And just for confirmation, I went back to visual. This is what I like that. The slide, the bridge, maybe those are stairs. I like the way that, yeah, definitely. I think this is the better look to have that. So this is the way I'm gonna leave it. Usually I'll leave it without everything after we go through a couple of games, but the visuals are here to stay for me. Moment of truth. Out of the 2 games so far, which ones? Maybe I'm asking too early, but which ones which one do you prefer the most? I am obviously going to go Funhouse.
Right back at ya, monkey.
And we'll see at the end. We'll see if I stick with Funhouse
Where did you go now?
or Space Station.
Hey, Spunky.
I feel like that second game was so quick that I gotta play one more here. I have all 3 already. Holy cow!
I'm not happy with you now. Quit playing with the clock.
Oh, we gotta shoot again.
It's getting late.
All right, Space Station. I like the sounds. I have high hopes for this. High expectations. Now, what's really cool about this Volume 6 is the score box is the same for all 3 games. So you kind of get that digital clock look. Here's a look at the table. I did like the beginning music, so we'll see how it plays. Interesting with this is there's something way up top, and I wanted to get that all in the shot, so might be a little bit different picture. I apologize if it is. I won't know until I dump all these videos and start the editing process, but might be a little bit more. You're gonna kind of see a little bit more of the bottom than on previous games we were playing. Oh, I like those astronauts over here. It's gonna be weird taking the visuals off. Sorry, I really got caught up just kind of watching what was happening there. That's pretty cool. As far as like visuals, this is well, of course Funhouse had the cool visuals too, so I totally bombed this first game, but I'm gonna take the ball trails and the floating scores off and come right back. I do want to say that this music you're hearing now, I wish this was what was playing during the game. Like this was pretty cool. Totally changed when we started playing, but just gonna go in here and just take that off, and then go back and jump right in. So yeah, see, it just completely changes. I wish they kept that. It's high energy music. Oh, see, that didn't work either. Okay, I gotta figure that out. I don't know if it's a timing issue, but when that comes down, it's like I have no chance on salvaging that. Maybe I gotta wait till it gets closer. I would say Funhouse slightly easier. There we go. Okay, so I gotta wait till it gets super close. I'm sure that was explained to me, and I didn't pick that up. So when it's down here, like you wait until like the last second. It is a timing thing. So, like I said, you get the hang of a Williams table once you start. This is a game where you invest some time. The 30, 35, 40-minute sessions, and I think with that, you probably get a good hang for it, a good feel. And then there's going to be a limit on how many times I'm able to do that. So I probably did one too many times, and that's why it didn't really pan out for me. I do like the astronaut moving around, but I might, you know, that first game I was paying too much attention, but taking the visuals off, we'll lose that space shuttle up there and the Space Mountain looking space station up here. Oh, that is cool. Look at that. There's two shuttles. I don't know what it is about outer space, but very, very cool looking table. Actually, I think Danny messaged me and he said tomorrow is AtGames Volume 6, so be ready for it. And so thanks, Danny, for the heads up. And so when I saw that email today, I'm like, I wasn't really shocked because I'm like, that's right, I did hear that the game's over. I did hear that was coming, so. All right, we're gonna take the visuals, the effects off. Everything looks different. The space station, we still have the three lights up there, but the astronauts obviously are gone. The space shuttle, it's kind of just obviously in place. So here is the actual classic table. Now I wasn't really like needing the visuals like Funhouse. I like that, you know, the bridge was pretty cool. So we'll see how this kind of, you know, I decide if this is the look I'll go with. I think I'm gonna guess that most people, when it comes to the Williams, will prefer to leave it, you know, the classic look like this. I'm sure that's probably the choice for people playing. Kind of like the old space station compared to that one, but it's interesting that the score box, it's all like that, you know, the digital. It's been so many packs that we've gotten that have so much going on. It's like a movie's being played up there. What are your first impressions of Volume 6 from Williams? I'm going towards Funhouse was my favorite. I totally was not paying attention there. I'm doing a lousy job with some gameplay tonight. I apologize. This is, I don't know if I'm just getting used to the camera, if I'm actually watching. There's been parts where I've actually been watching through the camera, something that I never do. But because this is sticking up a little bit higher, I just keep looking back and just making sure like the visuals are good. I do like what just happened there. So I got another ball down here. That's gonna do it for today. Got Loki making an appearance here. Just kind of lets you know that okay, that's it's time. It's time for another meal here. I don't know if she's picking up on the mic or not, but or she wants to play. I guess I should have signed up for a two-player. I love this. I love that. I guess I'm gonna leave the classic look here. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank AtGames for sending me this pack for review. It's been, you know, today is officially official now. Fall, you know, it started yesterday. It's been a very busy summer for AtGames. A lot of pinball packs, and they started off second day of fall with another pinball pack. So we've gotten 2 packs in the last 2.5 weeks. Kind of saving the best for last here. Ooh, lost one, lost 2, and we lost the green screen. Do want to mention that every time we're playing, I do turn my topper off. So when we kind of go over some pricing, or you hear others doing videos talking about pricing on some of the premium packs, you know, just to get AtGames to your home, I never have that topper on when I'm playing. So, you know, if you end up buying a a pinball and it doesn't have the topper, it's not a game changer. It's mostly just for the look. But I wanted to show you that it's cool when you keep adding Williams tables. They're all just one after another, and they keep them in groups. So, you know, if you're kind of on like the Williams kick, and they're just gonna place them right after another. Thanks for watching. I actually thought that was the end. There's more. There's more Williams. So yeah, all of them are just, they're in a row. Party Zone, that was a wild one. That it really reminds me of Dr. Dude. Wow, I got a lot of Bally Williams. Look at this. Okay, now we're out of it. So yeah, all of these just in a row. And then when you look down on the table, if I can get this right, the menu, it just places everything. There's the tables, so you can see why I turned the topper off, because you kind of get that glare on the table. But it's cool how they put them all together. Lot of pinball from AtGames. Now I have 77 games.